Welcome you all my lecture series of C programming. In today's class we are going to see about what is the building blocks of algorithms. In that we will see statements, states and control structures. So first in the last class we will know about what is an algorithm. Algorithm is nothing but it is a sequence of instructions, sequence of steps to solve a given problem. So the building blocks of algorithms are, it have the four main terms. One is the statements, other one is the states, other one is the control flow and functions. So in the statements means it is a single action in a computer is called it as a statements. For example, the statements are, we have an input data and from the input data it do the process and produces an output data. So the statements are input data, process and output data. For example, consider the sum of two numbers means, so what is the input data? Here the input data are two numbers, and what is the process? The process, we are going to add the two numbers and the result is stored in some other number, some other variable, that is a process, and finally we output that resulted variable as an output. So each time the single action is done by the computer. So the input data, process data and output data. And second one is a state. So what is a state means? State is a transition from one process to another process is called it as a state as a specified conditions. So based upon the specified condition, the transition is done from the one state to another state. For example, take it as you have a three set of states: input, process and output. From the input it go to the process, only it get the two input data only. So from the process it go to the output data, only it will get the output value of summation of two numbers. So from one state to another process, the statement is the transfer is done to get the output of sum of two numbers. So the state is a transition between the two states. Then third one is a control flow. The process of executing the individual statement in a given order is called it as a control flow. The process of executing the individual statements in the given order is called it as a control flow. The control flow can be classified in the three ways, can be executed in the three ways. One is a sequence, other one is a selection, other one is a iteration. This is the main terms. This is the one way of control is transferred from one part to the another part. For example, consider this figure. So this is the pictorial representation of the three control flow executions. One is a sequence. The picture represents that the statements, the steps are comes from one after the another. That is a sequence set of statements is executed one after the another is called it as a sequence. So second diagram represents the selection. So what is the selection means? Based upon you have one condition. So the condition is true means the true part is executed. Otherwise the false part is executed. So at a time only one statement is executed based upon the specified condition. That is we are going to select the next state based upon the condition only. That is a selection. Then third one is the iteration. So the iteration is a repetition or looping. So you have a specified condition. That specified condition is true means one set of statement is executed. That set of statement is executed again and again until that condition is false. So that is called it as an iteration. So this is the three way of control structures in the any programming languages. First we will see the sequence. So what is a sequence? All the instructions are executed one after the another is called it as a sequence. For example, algorithm, addition of two numbers. Consider in the addition of two numbers, what is the first step? First step, we are going to get the two numbers. From only get the two numbers, we are going to process the next state of addition. So next state is we are going to add a plus b and the result is stored in the C. And the third step is we are going to print or display the result C in the given screen. That is the third step. So these are all the steps are executed one after the another. That is a sequence statements. So this is an example for the sequence flow. Next is a selection. So the selection means the statement causes the program control to be transferred to some other part only the condition is true or true. Otherwise the control is flowed to the another part. It's a false statement. For example, if the conditional test வந்து the condition is true means one part of the program is executed. If it is false means another part of the program is executed. The best example of selection procedure example na find the greatest of two numbers. So what is the logic of that greatest of two numbers? We are going to get the two numbers. For example, 5 and 10, the two numbers you are getting. So from the two numbers, which one is the biggest? You have to find out which number is biggest. So for that, we are using the decision making statement. That is, if 5 is greater than or 10 is greater than. So if 5 is greater than 10 means, so if it is true or false, it is false. So false means 10 is greater, true means 5 is greater. So this is the way that logic is executed. So the algorithm for greatest of two numbers is start the process and get the two numbers A and B. If A is greater than B means print A is greater. அப்படி இல்லைனா print B is greater. This is the way of printing of greatest of two numbers. So this is the example for the selection sort. So in this video we will see that what are all the control blocks of algorithms in that statement, state and control structures and functions. So on that what is the statements and what is the state and control structures are seen. In the control structures there are three way of execution. So in now we will see we saw the we go through that what is the selection and what is the sequence. In the next video we will see what is that iteration and what is the function with an example. I hope all you understand that building blocks of algorithm of 4 main blocks. Thank you.